kid sits in the back of the classroom, and it just seems like every day he is attacked by his peers, and he feels like nobody hears his cries. So when he goes home, he just feels like he'd rather just die. But yet God speaks to him and says, "Dear child, this world might be full of sin and so wild, but yet here and then all of a sudden God's angels start singing, and God is singing a lullaby as he cries and feel like his insides are feeling like it. Nobody loves him. He's just asking God, heal me, heal me." And then all of a sudden he knows that he is no longer alone, but yet he knows that God's on his throne, because when he learned and heard God, it was because all he did was open up a book, the Holy Bible, and started reading, and found hope, and found that he was no longer alone, cause all he had to do was accept Christ. But yet here's another story about a kid that will worry, and unlike that kid I just talked about, this kid walked alone, and he didn't have a Bible at home. For the next moment he started going in his mind, what, why people are kind. And all of a sudden he went home and started asking the Lord to take his life. Take me now, take me now. He said, take me now, all I feel pain is driving me so much insane. And that kid was me. And yet, and then I learned, one day I heard rap, one day I heard these people talking about God through a CD, through music, and they talked about how God could free me. And then all of a sudden I accepted him, and then all of a sudden I was healed, and the urge to die was no longer there, but the urge for others when I see them in pain would just make me cry, cause I had the urge to help and tell them why. Because if you're feeling alone, God freed that kid. God freed me. He's sitting on his throne. You're not alone. There's people there that can help you. I can help you by just you listening to this song. But, God can help you. God will send someone in your life to help you. You just gotta ask. You gotta seek someone, because you're not the only one feeling like you have nothing in life worth it. That you feel like you're being bullied and everybody just scrutinize you and hate you. But if you listen to the song carefully, a kid read the Bible and he was okay. A kid that music spoke to him was saved, because he heard God's message and no longer felt alone. And that kid was me. And the other kid was also me. It's because both kids were me in a sense. Because that story speaks to someone. Both of those stories do. Because those stories describe someone's life. But I'm going to tell you now, God will take away all that strife. God will help you. You are not alone, and you're not the only person out there that's hurting or carrying a burden. You're not the person that's always thinking that the world is out there to deceive, but you know that God is giving you a reward that someday you will receive. And that reward is His love, His hope, His mercy. And there's also one award. If you accept Him, that award will be heaven. Well, I gotta tell you, you're not alone. You're not the only one hurting. You're not the only one being bullied. You're not the only one being scrutinized. You're not the only one that seems like they're all by themselves, but you're not. Because there's so many other people feeling that feeling. There's so many other people contemplating suicide, dealing with it, and have friends dealing with it. There's so many people. If any of these things I said are reaching you and said, I'm telling you, you are not alone. God is there. And if you feel like you have no more hope left, look to God and ask Him, Lord, help me. And that's all you have to say. Because God will put the right people in life. Because you are not alone. You're not the only person that feels this way. And you're not going to be the last. And you're not the first. But yet, you're not the only one either. Because God loves you. He wants you to feel better again. To no longer feel bitter. To no longer feel hate. To feel great again. For your heart will no longer be hollow. For you know what to follow. The Lord loves you. And you're not alone. He will set the people in your lives. And some of you might be saying, no. But the question is, you're listening to this song, aren't you? Right now. And I'm telling you these things, aren't I? Doesn't that mean God has put people in your life? Even if you may never meet me. If you're listening to this song. Even if you only met me once, or you never even met me, someone gave you this CD, or whatever it may be. But it shows everything I just said. Someone does care about you. I probably don't know you personally, whoever listened to this. I might know some of you, but I probably don't know most of you personally. But God does. And you're not alone. He's sitting on His throne right now, looking directly above us. And He is showing His love, not just through this song, but through the world and through other people. So I ask you now, if you're feeling alone, just ask God to send someone to help you. And also accept God. And you will no longer have the sense of being alone. And if you still feel after that, ask God to send those people, and He will. Because I'm telling you, you are no longer alone. Because He is here. And He's speaking to you right now through me, through this song, through this CD. He's speaking through me. It's not me who is speaking, but it is God who is speaking through me. And I know it's hard out there in the world. I know it's hard out there in life. But I know God loves you. And He never shoves you out of the way. Satan just wants you to believe that. And people are deceived just like you and me each and every day. But God loves you. And you are not alone. I used to feel the exact same way. But yet God freed me from my chains and washed away those stains. Because I accepted him. I accepted his forgiveness. And I prayed and asked him to forgive me. And then I was freed from those chains. And then all of a sudden, when I felt alone, I asked God, can you put someone in my life? I know I'm not supposed to feel lonely. I know I'm not supposed to feel alone. Because once I accepted him, I didn't feel alone. But then there were times I did, even though I had him. And then God put people in my life where I no longer felt alone. That's because God is always there. He never runs from us. He runs to us. So I ask you, please know that there's someone that cares for you. And it's not just me. It's not just God. Because if God created a person like me, there's more people out there that care about you. And they may not even know you, but they still care about you. Just as God cares for you, he has created us in his image. That means there's other people that feel the same and also care for you. That means you are never alone. I tell you this again. You're never alone. And God is there, showing his love and mercy on that throne.